Good morning to you all, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning to the Biafrans and good morning to the world. Happy New Day and Happy New Week. Today is the 7th day in the month of July, the year of 2025. This is a very, very important information coming from USB Information Minister. As the case may have it, we have successfully converted Dr. Ngozi Adichie Chimamanda. She is now a full Biafra agitator, and according to the information, she have very strong meetings with the government of USB yesterday, being Sunday. Anyway, I will play some clip to you that will justify what I'm telling you. This information I'm giving you now is not a propaganda, it's a real news, and I would like you to take it serious. Another strong opposition to Nigerian government have joined us. Don't forget what Ngozi Chimamanda Adichie represents. So let me not waste much of your time, but I want you to see this clip, and when you watch it finish, then we'll come back here for more discussion. But as you are watching, please kindly help me to drop your opinion in the comment section. Don't forget to subscribe, share, like, and comment. And also, don't forget our daily challenge. Hashtag, may you live long, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Hashtag, may you live long, Simon Ekpa. Hashtag, may you live long, Dr. Ngozi Chukwu-Orabeze. Please, this is what I want you to be doing. Morning, afternoon, evening, in fact, midnight. This is least we can do for our leaders who are busy on daily basis taking bullets on our behalf. So let us see this clip, and then we'll come back for more discussion. There's no time to waste, please. Happy Monday to you all once again.
And so suddenly in the north, Igbo. And so suddenly in the north, which is mostly Muslim, you had mass killings of people, right? And those people were Christians, and they were mostly Igbo. Igbo is an ethnic group, and that's my ethnic group. And so that really is sort of the basis for the war, because after the killings, that first started in the 1940s, there were some in the 1950s, and then in the 1960s. We don't know how many people were killed. There are some people who say that there were up to 30,000. Mm-hmm. We don't know, but we do know that almost every family in Igbo land was affected by the massacres in the north. And so what happened was Igbo people then decided, you know what, we're being killed in Nigeria because of our ethnicity, because of our religion, and so we don't want to be part of Nigeria anymore. And so they decided to secede from Nigeria and call their country Biafra. And I think the story might have ended there, if not for the fact that Nigeria's oil happens to be in the area that was Biafra. And the oil had just only been discovered. And so Nigeria said, no, you're not going, because we want the oil. And that's really what the war was about. So Nigeria fought to keep Biafra in, sort of to stop the secession of Biafra. And Biafra was fighting for independence. And it lasted for 3 years. It was a humanitarian disaster. And I think it shaped so much.
Of course, you heard her saying the war was fought because they want to keep the oil. That is the reason why they fought that war. Not because Ojukwu declared Biafra, no. After all, Ojukwu was declaring Biafra based on that Gowon did not agree. But the reason why the British government, because she doesn't want to call the name, the reason why the foreign countries sponsor and support Nigeria to fight the Biafra is because they want to grab the oil. And that's after the war, they share the oil wells among themselves. But funny enough, the majority of the oil wells in the South today, which is formerly Eastern region, none of the South people owns the oil well, but they are made them to be fighting us, the Igbos, as if we are their problem. The Igbos see oil well, oh, yes, because oil well there in Okwan, in my own place in Delta State, which is, I'm talking about the Delta Igbo, the Anyoma land. Anambra has an oil well, and gas deposit. Abia has an oil well and gas deposit. Enugu and Ebonyi has oil well. Imo State has oil well and gas deposit. So it's not like oil no dey Igbo land. But these are the reason why the war was fought. But there's a point leading to 2027 election that I want you to see or hear. Because she made a valid point that the Igbos has been killed in 1940s, in 1950s, and in the 1960s, leading to the Biafran war. This is the major point I want you to understand. So when you come and say, we are trying to create hate, we are even making people to hate Igbos more. Igbos has already been hated before the Nigerian independence, 1960. Every time people want to kill them because they are quiet. And when we say that Igbos are quiet, you say they are the one aggressive. No, Igbos are not aggressive. They are Republican in nature. Live and let live. They want to stone their own, but anytime they kill them, it is the killing that made them return back. He says it's one Nigeria, but you don't want to practice it. Look at what is happening in Lagos. A lot of people have tagged me since they demolished P2B brothers and this thing. It's the same thing. Genocidal. The war was genocidal. The same thing. It has been happening. How long do we continue like this? And you know the funniest thing? It has never helped Nigeria to move forward. It has never helped Nigeria to move forward. That is a proverb in Igbo language. No jimad. As far as you are holding the person on the ground, you are holding yourself. As Nigeria is holding Igbo ground, they are holding themselves. And I know that many of us believe that we have a foreign countries that are interested and pushing the politics that is making our people not to develop. Not only Nigeria, but Africa in general. But how long do we continue to blame these people? Will person tell you to put hand in the fire, you put hand in the fire? Who is to be blamed? Why can't you on our own stop marginalizing ourselves? Stop preaching hatred against the Indigo. When I start making video for the Igbos now, people say I'm the one preaching hatred against other people. I said it time without number, like the Benin and the Yorubas. Are not my problem, but they are the subject to make people see that the Igbos are not the problem. So I need to call them. And that is what is happening. Look at what Adichie said recently. That he don't have any problem with P2B, but just because say he work with Abacha. If somebody see it in the light of tribalism, the person might not be wrong. Because the same that the freeze that I know was with Hush Puppy. Yes. Should we not say that the freeze is a bad person because he was a friend of Hush Puppy? After all, they say, show me your friend, I will tell you who you are. He worked with Abacha. If we even look at it critically, is Abacha the worst Nigerian president? The worst Nigerian leader? Yes, I want to put it that way. Yes, I know that Abacha abused human rights. Abacha was fierce and authoritative. He was tagged as a dictator. But you see, there's some economic progress that Abacha made that all the presidents in the past has not ever done, including Buhari that have ruled twice, including Tinubu now. Go and fact check it. Abacha was able to reduce inflation that Sheneko and Yoruba man incur in less than 6 months. Abacha was able to reduce it from 54% to 8.7%. Go and verify, according to P2B. Go and verify. For 5 good years, Abacha was in power. Dollar was 22 naira to $1. For 5 years, he retained it. He did not devalue money. I remember the price of crude oil in that period. Abacha refused to loan money for IMF. Just go and find out the economic process. That's why most people did not complain about that time, like the way we are complaining today. He was authoritative. He was a dictator. He doesn't want anybody to follow him. But Abacha was doing exactly what Gaddafi was doing. Infrastructure. Look at the PTF. He was developing places, using the oil money to be financing the PTF. Abacha did a lot. We were sanctioned that period. Yet Nigeria wasn't complaining as much. Importation wasn't coming in. Yet we are producing our own things. Go and verify. Look at it now. We are saying that Abacha stole money. Can I bust your bubble? Peter Obi said that he saved the money of Anambra in 3 different banks. Fidelity Bank, Access Bank, and Diamond Bank. Many of you are saying that Peter Obi stole the money and put it for his own business. Imagine say Peter Obi had died after ruling the place. The same accusation you people gave to Abacha is what you gave to him today. What you have given Peter Obi. In fact, Peter Obi is alive. You're even accusing him that he stole the Anambra State money and put into a private business. It's the same thing you people are doing to Abacha. Because if Abacha is alive, we would have known that he did not steal the money. I might be wrong, but this sad, if you look at it critically, it might be actually what happened. That Abacha was saving our money. But the white men, the Europeans, the foreign country who wanted this, our resources by all means, we are looking a way to eliminate someone who doesn't want to bend to their own format. Who doesn't want to bend to their own format? Yes, we needed democracy, which what we are clamoring for. They tag me as a dictator. Nobody, they tag me as a corrupt person, but you are the one receiving the money he stole. Your banks are the one receiving money that you claim he stole. Just like what they are doing to this, our present administration, our present leaders. They will store money, they will still be the one receiving it. During Abacha time, which governor, which sole administrator will have right to steal any money? After creating 6 additional states for 6 political zones, no governor, no sole administrator stole money, even though they are military governors. But from our Abacha time, Alamasiye, Ibori, how many should we count that stole money? Should we count them? Governors that were stealing money from the bosses and could not do any project. This is what we are talking about. Is Abacha the worst president? Or you think that Abacha is the dictator that is killing people? Are they not killing people in this our present government? Didn't Buhari kill a lot? It's not every day Nigerians are there. Abacha was even killing the leaders. But in this present democracy we are experiencing, they are killing both the people that want to fight against them, and they're also killing the innocent citizens. Are they not using Fulani in militias to be eliminating innocent people, grabbing land? So what makes this one different from Abacha's own? But you are here trying to accuse that is the reason why he hate Peter Obi. Peter Obi that just said they appointed him just to clear only a proper wolf. That is the only way he worked with Abacha. You see, tribalism is our major problem. But we will keep exposing it. We will keep showing people. We'll keep letting people know the truth. I've been saying it time without number. It's time for Ndiwo to come back home and invest. Akuruno. Stop accusing people that are demolishing your house. They're doing this and I do that. Come back home and invest. I made a video and I said, Igbo unification, Igbo investment back home is greater than Igbo presidency. We don't need a president because somebody will finish 8 years. Yes, if he's a good, see, even if it's not Peter Obi that is ruling, if he's a good man that enter the place and do the same thing that Peter Obi could have done, it's the same thing. But it's not about presidents, it's not about who rules Nigeria. It's about Igbos investing and building Igbo land. That has been my own. Since the civil war has ended, Igbo need to rebuild. Make your environment look better than Lagos and Abuja. Let people stop yabbing you. Say, go back home. Go and build your place. Because it's not built. You have 5 houses, fine. We agree. Your villages are not villages again. No more house. Everywhere standard. Yes, we agree. But there's some economic city standard that you are supposed to put in place. Make it a world-class standard. You understand me? This is what we are supposed to be doing now. This is what Igbo is supposed to be doing now. Thank God that we are getting an Yoma state to make a state. I started selling the ideas that we should start building standard of Lekki, standard of Banana Island, Eco Atlantic. Start building it in Asaba. We have massive land, acres and plots that we can sandfill. That sandfilling will be automatic dredging of the River Niger too. Because when you remove the sand to fill the land, then you put a stopper that the sand will not fall back into the river again. Then the river will have enough depth to take water and take boats. We can be having boat rides there, yachts, because that is the view we want to build. Igbo, come back home and invest. We have
governors of the Igbo-speaking states and all of the senators from the Igbo states decided to come together in unity and put away party affiliations. It would confer on Igbo land a great bargaining power for policies that will benefit all of Igbo land. Different ethnic groups in multi-ethnic countries across the world all engage in this kind of political bargaining. But for this to happen for Igbo land, there must be unity. But first, I want to return to what I said earlier, Igbo, bu Igbo. The contemporary distinctions we often make today about Igbo identity, they're not cultural identities, they're political identities. There's a difference between a cultural identity and a political identity. When we say somebody is Delta Igbo, it is a political identity. It is not a cultural identity. Igbo-speaking peoples are one nation, one language, with different dialects. All languages have dialects. A dialect is not a language. So let us use Germany as an example. Germanic tribes have existed for centuries in Western Europe, but it was only relatively recently in the 19th century that these Germanic tribes decided to come together with the different dialects of the same language, German, and they united to form what we now know as the modern German state. Political identities are acts of political expediency. They're transient, they're fleeting, and they're hollow at the core. But cultural identities come from shared language, shared traditions, shared ideals. All Igbo peoples are Igbo. Nobody is more Igbo than another. Igbo bu Igbo.
Yes, ndị be anyị na-atụ n'esi ihe kwuru ihe akwụdebe ya. And dupum owu ure onye na wabe na ya na. Ngozi Adichie, she has been a vocal. In fact, she has been an opposition voice in Nigerian politics. Don't forget what happens during the Buhari's tenure, when she was being invited for an award or honor in Abuja. She said, she told them that, no, that is not what I want. And according to this, our sister and our brother who spoke after her, you can as well agree with me that what we need in Southeast is an Igbo nation, unity. Igbo nation, unity. Better than what that fit will be and whoever is fighting for. They are looking for Nigerian president. That is not what we need. I so much agree with this our brother who made this comment. What we need is development in the Southeast, Igbo unity, Igbo nation, not any stupid presidency, vice presidency, senate president, or whatever, because those are still the same old recycled fools who will tell you that today they will spoil, tomorrow they will tell you they are going to amend it. What are you amending? The same people who have been in this journey before independence are still the same people who are still the same journey, telling you they want to better the country. During the time of military rule, I think it was even far better than what they see today as a democracy. Democracy is dead, it's long dead in Nigeria. Even from the day 1999, they say they are practicing democracy. There's nothing like democracy. In fact, what they are practicing is democracy, and with the full of kleptomanias, kleptocrats everywhere, tiffing and tiffing and tiffing and tiffing. Why? Because they know that this country cannot work. Anybody who's telling you for one Nigeria, that person, my brother, even if you are a pastor, you call me to pray for one Nigeria, I will see you as a fool. A very big one at that. Politicians who thief what they don't even need simply because they want to make sure that they secure their generation forever, knowing fully well that reincarnation is real. But they will keep on gaslighting you into telling you to pray. Tinubu, who is busy thieving everything, awarding all the whole contract to his alibi. You know, the people whom he know that they can never betray him. They award contract for you. You take 20% and give him 80%. That is what he eats. But Tinubu don't eat 50-50. If he's collecting 50-50, he wouldn't have accumulated such wealth he have today. If you verify Bola Tinubu very well, my brother, even with their oil, even with the oil Nigeria is boasting, with their natural gas, with the gold and everything, Bola Tinubu alone is richer than Nigeria. You don't know how much this guy is making on daily basis in Lagos State. Bola Tinubu is richer than even the whole Lagos State times by 10. You can imagine the GDP of Lagos State. You can imagine what they are generating, their internally generated revenue. Tinubu is richer than them because all of those money that have been generated in Lagos, he took 80% from 1999. He became governor of Lagos State today. What Sanwo-Olu are using to work in Lagos is just mere 20%. And that was why they have to channel everything that have to do with government presence. I mean, federal government presence in that place. So let me not go there. That one is story for another day. But let us back to the main issue of the day. Ngozi Adichie, she spoke well. And this is the kind of people I have been waiting to say something about the struggle we are into. A lot of people have been waiting for her to make a comment over this matter. And now she finally joins the moving train. Glory be to Almighty God. At least we can as well boast that we have having a world pioneer, a writer, unlike what they call Wole Soyinka, who betrayed their country, Nigeria, in 1981 and 1986. Throw everybody under the bus because he want to collect the award of Nobel laureate. Ngozi Adichie have made exceptionally, she has been exceptionally great in all ramifications, both locally, internationally, globally, in fact. So I am very, very happy. At least we can have this kind of person in this struggle. Then just know it. We are just a stone throw, a step to where we are going. A lot of people is going to convert. Don't get it twisted. A lot of people like her, whom you don't even know, but the world know them, will begin to speak about the Igbo nation. That is the most exciting part of all these things. It is not quite long. The other day, P2B talked about Nnamdi Kanu. After how many years? After 4 good years. Okay, let's say after 10 years of Biafra being in vogue. After 10 years of Nnamdi Kanu being in Nigerian court, rigamaroling, going forth and back and forth and back and forth, High Court, Supreme Court, Appeal Court, Magistrate Court. After that, he come down. He have gone to High Court in Aba, Umuahia, Enugu State, Abakaliki, Onisha. In fact, he have even gone to High Court in Sokoto, Kaduna, High Court in Kenya, High Court in the US, all the whole court in the world. It remains High Court in heaven. That is where Nnamdi Kanu's case never reach. In all these things, what happens? He still stands strong. He still stands firm. He won the battle. When you hear Nnamdi Kanu, Nigerian government trembles. Then when you mention Simon Ekpa, they begin to shake. Hearing about Ngozi Orabeze, my brother, they run into bush. Yes. Now, another strong woman. Don't be surprised. Very soon, it will not be too far. Let me just say this one here now so that you can grab it. As a prophet, very soon, I repeat, very, very soon, it will not be very far from now, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala will join this struggle. Don't worry, Nigeria will happen to her after she finishes her tenure as a World Trade Organization's president. And by that time, then she will come back and remember her own people. Go and mark my word. Nami Tokam, no be another person. Nami Tokam. Today na 7th of July. 7/7 Makande who goes there. Today na their day. Are you hearing me now? Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala will soon join. You can imagine how the name goes. Ngozi Adichie Chimamanda, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, Ngozi Orabueze, the great women of our own time, of our own generation. It seems like all these people that have Ngozi in their name, greatness is being written all over them. They can conquer nations. They can hold nations at ransom with their womanhood. That is the power of a woman. And anywhere men always go and they will not succeed. When a woman enter there, she will come back, or rather she will come out with first class. I'm not saying that men are not doing great. But we know this game. So, and we know how they play the game very well. You get the point now? Do you know that everybody now will be running helter-skelter now? They don't know what they're going to do with Ngozi Orabueze, even including Nigerian government, including Finland government, including UK. But if Ngozi Orabueze happens to be a man, when Mazi Samunepa was detained, my brother, by now, they would have been setting off another panel again on how to set her up. But because she's a woman, look at the power of Natasha Oduahan-Akpoti. She has been reinstated as a senator. Even when Akpabio and the rest of other Wike, Tunumba, the rest of them say this woman cannot say because she talked too much. Power of a woman. They can go any length and get whatever they want to get. They can, they can go any length. They have longer leg more than the men. Anyway, a man enter with the billions of naira. What they need is just a drop of just open your just open and close. My brother, that case is closed. I'm not insulting the women in the house, so please don't get it twisted. But I'm trying to eulogize all of you. You all are our mothers, and you are great in all ramifications. So Ngozi Adichie Chimamanda have joined the family. So we welcome him. Alright, sorry, we welcome her in the mighty name of Chukwu. Let me not take much of your time. According to Igbo people, they say time is money. Let us dissect the comment section and then we round up this show. There's no time to take time. According to Obin Solomon said that the freeze now white ram. Oh, sorrow, agony and pain. Onyeka Chiokeke, I hear you, sir. Or you dare your head, sir. Shadon, you are really Igbo man, one love brother. One thing again I want to, because the thing came in my mind, is she where this guy analyzed the whole thing. In case of you people who said, Anyama are not Igbo, Equators are not Igbo, these are not Igbo, and that are not Igbo. My brother, look at how we analyze it. Moving. Do you know that in Gabon now they have crowned Ezigbo, a Gabonese, so not a Gabonese. His ancestry is from Igbo land, but his forefathers started their life in Gabon. You see, Igbos in Gabon are Igbos, right? That is to the Zoo government or Zoo people. But Igbos in Ikwere are not Igbos. They are Bini. That is this divide and rule, divide and conquer tactics they are using against, most especially, we the Igbos. Because when Gowon found out that the only way he can break Ojukwu, or rather break the spirit of the Igbos, is to instigate that divide and rule by creating a 6-state separate and call them South-South. Go to their map. There's nothing like South-South. Nothing even close to that nonsense they call South-South. Are you hearing me now? So that is the way it is. Let us continue, please. There's no much time. Olinya Cyprian said, tell them, God, if they will listen. Okay. According to Emmanuel Anyanwu said, a Yaribanza man has been captured by Ukrainian soldiers fighting for Russia. If he was to be Igbo man, heaven will fall. Western waiting hunger they cause plenty. Always na true. If this thing happens to be Igbo man now, my brother, there will be a campaign of car money. Even the Yorubas now will write petition to Russia to help them wipe the Igbos. Or no, they will send kind of a petition to Ukraine to attack Igbo land. They are capable of doing it. They are sabos. But now one of them have been captured in Ukraine, fighting for Russia. Nobody talk anything. No. All the whole X was very, very calm. Yoruba stars are the worst that can ever happen to you if you make them your friend. If you keep them close to you, my brother, one day they will wake up and poison you or stab you very well. Oyedekati said the hate didn't start today, even before the so-called independent. Of course. James Ike said, go on, we live long to reap. As for the British, God will surely judge them. Auntie Eugene said, God bless you, my brother. Some can go back and read the handwriting on the wall far back. We Igbos are victims of hatred. Ikenna Eze. Yeah, the war was fought because of the oil in the eastern region. So, but now there's no war when oil are being discovered in the north. John Samson said, bro, you are not wrong. Abacha was saving money. It was an agreement with Supreme Military Council agreed that a percentage of money be saved. That was what happened. The money was not even in personal account. Please remember that Abacha was rejected by the West. He was not traveling to anywhere. Then how could he be stealing for personal use and save them in those countries? He did it. He didn't. It was Nigerian money that was saved like P2B did. So when he died, the West branded him criminal. Of course, he was hated. You see, the problem they have today in that zoo is the West. And the West will continue to remain their problem if they do not come back home. If they do not re-strategize on how to manage whatever God has given to them. We have a lot of foolish as elders, as leaders, and as political gladiators. But anyway, that will be a talk for another day. For now, we are going. Just make sure this message go viral. If you watch finish, you didn't share it, my brother, you are even worse than the zoo government. This one is just a phrase, not a cause. So don't take it too personal. Have a nice day and may good Lord continue to bless us all. Share, like, comment, and keep subscribing for more interesting videos. I will be right back. Kemesiano.